Hello everyone, my name is Zach and welcome to a brand new video. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to play Quake 4 PC version of it. And well, first off, obviously when you first get into the game, you're going to see new game, multiplayer, and settings. Load game will be here, but it's going to be, I guess you could say grayed out or whatever. So what you're going to want to do is, first things first, go into your settings. Now, you're going to want to go to your game options, and you're going to want to look over every single bit of settings in here. Same thing with the system. You can see video quality, screen size, aspect ratio, full screen brightness, all that kind of stuff. You can do the auto detect or audio advanced audio or advanced audio settings, whatever, stuff like that. You can do a whole lot of stuff with this stuff, or you can do load defaults, but honestly that just takes everything you did and throws it down the drain and you have to redo it. As you can see, you can literally do all the movement stuff along with weapon keybinds, besides the whole movement keybinds. You can also do the whole attack look thing along with other. Now, the one thing you cannot do in this game is subtitles. That is the one thing you are not able to do in this game. Well, honestly, it doesn't really matter because you can easily understand everything that everybody is saying in the game at all times. Now, without further ado, let's get right on into it. Okay, so once you first get in, obviously you're going to see this guy who's basically dead, just, well, we don't know he's dead until he officially is turned around, and all of a sudden, boom, you see he's dead because of the dramatic music, and, well, his face, he's obviously missing his eyeball and probably most of his brain or whatever. But you're going to see him, you're going to see a bunch of debris, and you're going to then see the game introduction happening where it says the 90s software game and whatnot, and you're going to realize that this game is truly a lot of basically types of fucked up, but it's also really fucking fun to play, and I have never once met somebody who said that they don't like this game. Anyway, so basically eventually the Hannibal is going to show up along with some more Hannibals or whatever, or something like that, or, well, the motherships of the Hannibals. And once they do show up, you're going to go here and you're going to meet Corporal Kane, and, yep, good about it, and then you're going to see the sergeant here. You finally meet the sergeant here. Just then, after a few minutes of them talking, you get hit, and these hits cause you to basically crash land onto the planet down below, which is the Shark Planet. Now, when you first wake up, you're gonna see a bunch of shit going on. You're gonna see a bunch of ammunition went out flying through the air along with jets and everything. The explosion is gonna cause you to go back to sleep, pretty much pass out once again, and then you're gonna wake up again, and you're gonna see some guys running along and be like, "What the fuck's going on?" And then another guy's gonna grab you and be like, "You gotta get the hell up! You gotta get the hell up!" And then he's just gonna get killed right then and there. It's like, "Oh, bye bye, buddy." And then you're going to wake up one last time to a giant spider, or, well, a parody rip-off of a spider, just with less legs and whatnot, which is an ugly motherfucking mechanical piece of shit. Get up, and you're going to see some shit hitting it. Now, don't pay attention to all that. You gotta ignore it. You gotta move on. You can't just take too long. And eventually, when you move on, you're gonna meet into this guy, or, well, run into Sergeant Morris, and then you're gonna run into this guy after that, which is the medic, and you're gonna talk to them each for a few minutes. Not even, actually, it's gonna be like 10 seconds before you continue into this building after the medic heals you. And when you get into this building, there are a few simple rules you gotta start following at this point for the rest of the game. Always just take 3 minutes or less to explore each and every single level. Kill all the Shog in each and every room that you go into as you're exploring it, or before or after you explore it. Then again, I highly recommend you kill the Shog before you start exploring the room. And trust me guys, there's going to be a lot of jump scares in this game. But once you have killed the Shog and whatnot, and you get this new gun, and believe me, the game will give you new guns when you're ready for them. You're not going to find new guns just randomly across the levels. Trust me, there's no point in even looking. I've played this game enough times to know. Now, like I said, there are going to be jump scares, and like I said, you're going to have to kill the Shog and explore just a little bit for ammo and armor and whatnot. But like I said, don't explore for more than 3 minutes. Kill every Shog in the room. And if you are confused about where to go when you're continuing your journey, all you gotta do is right when you first enter a room and you see a Shog, kill the Shog and then continue through the room. Now, the more you continue through the rooms, you're going to discover that you are going the right way. Now, these things on the walls, ignore them. You can only use them when you become a Shog later on in the game. So yeah, trust me, there's no point in them. And throughout the game, like I said, you're just going to want to do everything the game makes you do. All the missions and whatnot, no matter how tedious or stupid they are, you're going to want to do everything. From the escorting missions, all the way to killing a few Shog, all the way to protecting your guys from the Shog trying to kill them and whatnot. Always keep your guys safe, no matter what. And trust me, like I said, you're going to find ammo and armor around the map along with guns that you already have, where you're going to pick them up and just take the ammo from them. and along the course you're going to meet some guys from your squad. And then after it's finally time to do it, you'll all of a sudden head to the exit, and you're going to see exit with an up arrow at the top. You're going to go into this room, or whatever room it is, you're going to click the exit thing, and you're going to be shown the next level screen, where you're going to wait for it to load, and once it has, you're going to click to continue, and you're going to get in. It's going to save the game automatically, and you're going to have to keep going through these levels. And like I said, follow the rules I gave you. Don't explore for too long, kill all the strong in every room, don't really explore, just get the ammo and armor that you see lying around and whatnot, and just do what the game wants you to do. Do what it tells you to do what your guys tell you to do. No matter what, just do it. Because trust me, it's worth it in the end. Now in here, you're going to pick up armor and everything, and eventually you're going to get attacked by this motherfucker. And basically, once you've killed the pouty teenager, then you're going to, pouty teenager shrog, I should say. You're going to continue, and pretty much eventually you're going to get to the point where you get a grenade launcher, and you're going to get to this part right here where you have to kill the shrog and get up using your guns and whatnot to a chair where you're going to blow something up. And then you're going to get to this hallway here where you're going to have to go through these doors, and there are going to be turrets shooting at a tank that is tipped over. So do your best to avoid getting shot by these turrets, because trust me, a few hits from them and you're dead. Like, it only takes 2 or 3 hits from them and you're dead. No matter what, the guy behind you dies, as you can tell right now. Boom, see, he's dead. And the Hannibal will eventually come, blow up the turrets, and land. And once it does land, as you can see right now, you didn't see it, but basically the Hannibal landed, you got onto it, the pad went up, and after a while, you got to this part. Because you went through a mission debriefing, and then you did a bunch of other shit, and now you're at this part here, where you're in the tank, and you have to use the machine gun to kill all the shrog in the way, and whatnot, and you're going to have to protect your guy who is in another tank, who gets out to, basically get rid of some trip mines and everything. You're going to have to protect him no matter what throughout this, because if you don't, you're going to have to restart the level. Eventually, you're going to get to this level here, which will be after you've done a lot of fighting and whatnot in that tank and the machine gun. And this level is going to be a doozy, because you're going to get a brand new gun called the nail gun, and you're going to have to go and explore and, just a little bit of exploration and get some mission stuff and whatnot. And you're going to have to do a whole lot of shrog fighting and everything. And eventually, the place is going to get overturned by one rogue teenager who said, "Fuck it, I don't want to goddamn go through this shit anymore." And trust me, he's a bad shrog. So basically, he's going to cause an overturn, and pretty much you're going to have to escape the entire level. And once you have officially escaped the level, which I'm about to do in a few seconds, basically once you've escaped, you're going to pretty much head down another escalator, which, as you can see, I'm about to pretty much exit the level, but I decided to look around for a moment before heading to this tunnel here where I clicked exit, and I went to the next level. Now in the next level, right here called Aqueducts, you're going to be in another tank, but this time instead of just being machine gun, you're going to control the entire tank while you're also shooting. Now this guy right here is going to modify your nail gun for you to be able to do a lot more ammo shooting, or whatever you want to say, ammunition shooting, whatever. And once he's modified it and everything, and you're ready to go, all you got to do is basically reload it if you want to. I decided to do it just because. And then all you got to do is go forward, and he can heal you, or he fixes your armor if you wanted to. You then go forward into the tank, and after a few minutes or so of fighting, you get to this part where you shoot the turrets out and everything, and eventually you're finally going to have to go against these spinning mechanical spheres that are very, very evil. But like I said, get rid of the turrets first, and then you'll get to those mechanical spheres and whatnot. But eventually you're finally going to finish this level, but that's not it. That's not the end of it, I should say. You're going to stay in the tank for this entire level as well, because now it is time for you to fight 3 or 2 of the... No, I believe it's 3, actually. You're going to have to fight 3 of these, once again, basically rip-offs of spiders. Just less legs, mechanical, and even more ugly. Ugh. Anyway, so once you have finished killing the 3 of them or whatever, you then enter this building where you're going to exit the tank and join some Rhino Squad guys on an elevator, and you're going to go down. And that's when you're going to begin a new level. And basically, the next level that you do is, I should say it's this one, but I just skipped the entire thing because, like I said, just follow my rules, and it's pretty much an easy thing to do. Now you're at the next level after that one, which is called Nexus Hub. Down here, you've got a lot of shit to do, and including fighting the Macron from Quake 2 or whatever game he's from. And trust me, you can't win against him the first time. No matter what, he always beats you. Now, finally, here's the end of the level where you're going to basically have to go down these steps, which, well, as you can see, I took a second because I wanted to let the radio pretty much finish out, where Strauss was like, you know, he finally finished what he said, the game saved. I then went up and I clicked it, and right when you click it, there's going to be a cutscene. Now, when the cutscene is over, you're going to have to fight these two guys here. And once you have killed these two guys, I'm pretty sure you're done. Yeah, no, I don't think any more show up. But after you've killed them, the Macron shows up, and everybody believed that he was dead. Obviously, he's not. And if you have cheats on at this point, you have to disable them. No matter what, you have to turn off your cheats temporarily at this point. Because if you don't, you're going to glitch the game and have to redo this entire fight. So, you're just going to have to keep shooting him with what you got and everything, avoid his shots and everything, and while you're fighting him, he's going to realize that you're a very strong and worthy opponent of his. But that doesn't mean he's going to obviously go easy on you. So he's going to keep on shooting at you. You got to avoid him, do all the reloading that you can and whatnot, just avoid getting killed by him at first. Or, well, you're going to have to avoid getting killed by him until he has the BFG rays coming out. When he does it, like you can see right here, basically he's going to send you backwards, and he's going to see that you survived the BFG rays, which is very, very, very rare. And he's going to say, you know what? Instead of having you die, I'm going to turn you into a Shog. Hence the evil laughter. Once it's all done, he is then going to put you into this machine, which is a Shog creation machine. Slash, I don't really know what you'd call it. And no, before you ask, you cannot get up and move no matter what. You can't hold WAS and D and move during this part. And it's going to turn you into a Shog, but I'm not going to show you the process because it is pretty gory and nasty. But at this point right here, boom, you're basically almost a full Shog. You have a chip in your head that they're trying to activate with the laser beams. But before they can activate it, your guys come in, preventing them from turning you into a full-ass Shog. Which means the chip is never activated, so you can never be turned into a Shog whatsoever. And then after a long more time of playing and losing your sergeant and whatnot, you're finally at this point where you're in the sewers with these nasty-looking motherfuckers who basically want a taste of your ass. And you have to say, no, my ass is reserved for someone back on Earth, so you can fuck the fuck off. And they have acid spit because they are like jealous girlfriends. They can't take the fact that you just said sorry, but there's somebody else, and decide to spit acid at you. Now, obviously, that's a freaking joke for all of you guys who can't take a joke. And once that level is done, you meet this guy, and you do a bunch of shit. And finally, you have to get to these lasers. Now, like I said, keep following my rules, and you'll get to this within like a couple hours or whatever, becoming a Shog. And at this point, you're going to have to fight the sergeant that you literally just lost. Now, only as a Shog can you go through those lasers, and look at this ugly mofo, who, he was already ugly before, but he's even more ugly now. Once you fight him and you have defeated him officially, you then get to this, you basically have to unlock the room entirely for your guys to come in, then you have to get to the stairs part, and at the stairs part, you're going to have to kill a bunch of Shog and keep your guys alive. No matter what, keep you guys alive, don't let them die. They can die, but don't let them die. Do your best to protect them and get through the entire level without losing any one of them, and eventually you're going to get to another set of stairs. And once you do, just kill the rest of the Shog that are up there. And once you get up the stairs, after killing them and whatnot, you're finally going to be up here, where you're going to run into two doors. One's going to be red, one's going to be green. Obviously, you got to go through the one that's green. Once you go through the one that's green, you're going to see a jet that's going to take you back to the Hannibal, where they're going to scan you and everything, and they're going to go, yep, you're one ugly mofo now, but you're still a badass who we can trust because the chip is not activated and you're good. Now, the guys on the Hannibal are obviously not going to trust you at first, and eventually you're going to go through debriefing, and then the Shog are going to attack you, causing you to get to this level right here. And you're going to go into the jet, you're going to have to be in the jet for about 1.5 to 2 minutes, and eventually, you know, like I said, keep following my rules, keep killing the Shog and everything, and you'll be able to easily breeze through the next 8 or 9 levels or so within at least 3 hours, not even. So eventually, you're going to crash into the building after getting hit by accident and going down. You'll crash into the building and you'll be, after a while, at this part. Now, in about a second, you're going to see a mechanical sphere up in the ceiling that's glowing right there. When you see those mechanical spheres that are glowing up in the ceiling, right when they start glowing, destroy them immediately, because if you don't, Shog will be spawning or teleporting, whatever you want to say, right under them. And as long as they're teleporting or spawning there, you cannot finish the fight. So always destroy them. I just left them for about a few seconds to show you guys as an example that, well, basically the level can basically be finished. And then after a while, you're going to get to this guy right here, who you will meet in an earlier level, and you go through a tram and everything. But basically, you've got this big baby mofo looking Shaw guy, and earlier in an elevator, when you see him, WASD will not work. All you can do is move the mouse around. You can't even shoot your weapons or anything. So you're gonna have to have him basically like in a fight and whatnot. And once you're done fighting him and everything, you get to this part here where you click activate for the third tower. And once the third tower has been reactivated, you and only you can go through a portal downstairs that'll take you through to another level. And after a while of exploring and whatnot, you'll finally get to this part here where all you gotta do is go straight through these doors and then fight your way through a bunch of rooms and everything full of multiple Shog. And like I said, you're by yourself and you're getting help via comms from your friends and whatnot, because you're on the Shog planet and only Shog can be on it. No human has ever gotten close to it, and because you're half human, half Shog, you were able to get into it because you have the DNA codes. Now after fighting and everything, you're finally at this part here. Now, you're almost at the very last level. Once you have finally gotten to this point, just click exit and boom. Now you're at the very last level where you have to fight the Macron one last time. So like I said, just keep following my rules and everything and you'll get to this part. And trust me, you're going to have a lot of fun while you play this game. You're probably going to see some things that I missed out, but honestly, it's fine. I can just talk about them in the tips and tricks or the secrets video that I'm going to be making later on in this game. Now, after you find all this ammo and armor and whatnot that's just sitting for you, waiting for you in the hallway before you get into this room right here, you're going to enter this room, and right when you do, boom, the Macron is going to show up for the second time in the game. Now, you're going to have to be extremely careful and do your best to kill him. Now this time he has a health bar, so you can obviously kill him. And once you've officially killed him, you can say, boom, now you're my bitch. So, boom, he's done. Now you can officially go up to him and say, you're my bitch, and teabag him. Oh, but wait, did you really think it'd be that easy? Nah, it ain't that easy. Obviously, he's gonna be brought the fuck back. This time, he's just gonna be not a cripple, and he's going to be able to leave his mechanical legs, come up, and he's going to say, oh, who's the bitch? And all you gotta do is shoot him once again with some more BFG, brave things, whatever the fuck you want to call them. And after you keep hitting him with BFG black hole things, you just gotta keep on going until he officially dies again. And this time, once he officially dies again, he is officially dead, and you can teabag him and say, you are officially my bitch, I beat your ass. That's what you get for turning me into a Shog. You basically lost. And then you teleport up here, and that's when the Nexus itself, or whatever it's called, which is a big brain, is going to come up through the ground and appear in front of you. It's a big brain, it's ugly and everything, and it has a force field to make it worse. You're going to have to shoot the black tube above the force field to destroy the force field, and once you have destroyed it temporarily, the force field is going to explode because of the purple beams. You're going to have to keep shooting the brain as fast as you can and everything, but eventually the force field generator is going to be fixed, causing the force field to come back. Therefore, you have to destroy the force field once again, and once you do, you can officially destroy the brain with just a few shots. And once you finally destroyed it, it's going to make some weird grumbly sounds and be all upset that it fucking lost like a little bitch. And that's when it's going to explode, causing a cutscene where you're going to almost get covered in guts, but you're not going to. And your comm is going to go off from your buddy saying, good job, it's finally time for you to come back and enjoy your retirement because you defeated the Shog enemy that controlled all the Shog completely. It's basically like a live, die, repeat kind of thing with Tom Cruise, but it's not. After being patted on the back and everything, after returning to your buddies in the Rhino Squad, they're saying that you did a good job even with or without their help. It was amazing fight and everything, and you're just excited that you can finally basically retire officially. And you're just, you're excited to be able to hang out with them. But then your general gets a phone call, and he talks to someone above him. And as you can see, he says, Sir, Kane just got back. I don't understand what's going on now. And then he says, Kane, you have new orders. And that's when, obviously, you hear the Macron laughing in the background as if to say the fight is not officially done. You can't retire like you wanted to, which makes you want to go, fuck you, god damn it. I wanted to retire. but unfortunately you cannot. And that is the end of the game. If you all enjoyed this, make sure you give the massive thumbs up, you click that subscribe button, and you click on the bell to turn on all the notifications, and I'll see you all for the next video. Take care and peace out.